And Nigeria was once a country which everybody admire, wishes they were in Nigeria. Right now, everybody has a say about Nigeria. Right now, everybody begin to realize Nigeria is actually not what they think it is. Especially ever since this 30 days challenge started, e get to open a lot of people eyes. Many people that do not really talk about Nigeria before, or do not really say, Nigeria this or Nigeria this, are now finally sharing and saying. So you guys, it's really sad that right now people are beginning to realize that Nigeria, the country that we all they admire from afar, they wish they are from Nigeria from afar, are now the country that they are seeing, and they are like, really so unsafe like this? No, now we can't. I don't even wish again. It's sad. So you guys, welcome back here again. There's one of those our Sierra Leonean brother who has come out to share his experience, how he wished that he has been from far as a Sierra Leonean, admire Nigeria, watch Nigeria movie, see Nigeria as a great country and giant of Africa. Okay, right now with what he's seen so far, honestly, I can't even say with my mouth. So let's get to watch from them.
So here is the thing about Nigeria. I grew up as a young Sierra Leonean watching Nigerian movies every blessed day in my life. Sometimes I used to even take money when my mother is not around just to go and watch Nigerian movies, Aki and Popo and so many other movies around. And not only that, I actually grew up loving Nigeria so very much that I even made Nigeria my dream country to live. Because when I used to watch the movies, I used to see so many amazing things about Nigeria. And interestingly, everything I have come to learn on the internet space, I learned it from a Nigerian. When I decided to do graphic designing, I went to the internet looking for coaches to teach me graphic designing. And I only found Nigerians pay for the course, and I was able to learn some basic graphic designing from them. Then, when I also decided to do some video editing courses, best coaches on CapCut video editing, I also found a Nigerian, and he taught me so very well that I can do some basic editing with my phone. I started everything from zero, and today I can do some basic editing. Basically, all the videos I shoot, I edit myself. So he taught me everything, like so many things I have come to learn: digital marketing, social media arts, and so forth. I learned them from a Nigerian. Some people even begin to think that I'm a Nigerian. Now here is the thing. I actually used to think that Nigeria is the giant of Africa. But in fact, the entertainment world, Nigerians are taking the lead. The fact is, Nigerians are just very good at, they are just very extra at whatever thing they are doing. And that is why sometimes most of the coaches I learned from on the internet space are Nigerians. But here is the thing. Recently these days, I have been seeing a lot of videos on the internet, a lot of Nigerians trying to protest against the government. Me particularly, I have been making so many analyses on the internet, but I have never talked about Nigeria because I'm afraid of Nigerians' anger. If you go and begin to say all kind of things against Nigerians, they will come for your page. Within 2 days, you are gone. And sometimes I do wonder when people talk about poverty in Nigeria, because if you look on the internet space, Nigerians, they go to clubs, spray money, and I think there's a lot of money in Nigeria. I was like, I want to go to Nigeria. I just want to live there because people spray money. Like, there is a lot of money in Nigeria. If you go to UK, you come to Russia, you go to any other country in this world, if you check for the black people there doing so very well, they must be Nigerians. Or anyone who is doing so very well in that country must have a friend who is a Nigerian. I think Nigeria is not really a place for the Nigerians, because the Nigeria as a country is very small for the kind of knowledge, talents, and people it has.
Now I know why most influencers would not talk about Nigerian politics or even go anywhere near Nigerian regional or national matter, for obvious reasons. I have learned the hard way. Believe me, trust me, I will never ever be talking about Nigerian politics, Nigerian problems, or Nigerian matter again on my page. It is done and dusted. The division and the hatedness amongst the citizens of that country is alarming beyond words. Tribalism will never allow Nigeria to thrive as or succeed as a nation. With over 250 ethnic groups, the diversity among them has become a heavy burden and a heavy problem, and nobody can manage the complexities of the different tribes or different groups in Nigeria. everyone is committing and sticking to their own tribe at all costs, ignoring fact and accountability. Even when one tribe has what it takes to help the other tribe, they won't do it. They would rather give that help to somebody in their tribe that they know would not succeed or would not make any reasonable development with that help. They would rather give it to that person instead of giving it to the person from the other tribe that can do something with it, that can bring about development with it. They won't do that. Instead, everybody are sticking to false narrative and negative narrative in support of their own tribal policies and belief. I strongly believe the tribal problem in Nigeria is not about hate. It is about competition against each other, all the tribe in competition with each other, and it had blown out of proportion. But for me, anyway, no more Nigerian talks, no more Nigerian politics, no more Nigerian matters on my page. It is done and dusted. Only God can help that country called Nigeria. Trying to help Nigeria or trying to advocate for change in Nigeria right now is like trying to rescue somebody that is drowning in the middle of the ocean. Good luck.
Even most of Nigerians has given up on the country. How much more of someone who is not a citizen of the country? It still baffles me how some people prefer you not to talk about the country. Rather, they prefer to jabba. They will even jabba to Ghana and then be telling us that Ghana is now their newfound love, America. Hey, that is where the problem. You know, one thing, it's always good not to live in pretense, because pretense will only end up tying us. Once in a while, if you need help, it's best you open up and say, I need help. You never can tell that your opening up will open a way for you, will bring people close to you that will help you. That is the present condition that Nigerians are. All this while, Nigerians has been a country that have been living in pretense, never want to accept their fate, never want to accept that all is not well. But you see, this 30 days challenge has opened a lot of people's eyes. Even neighboring countries that felt that all is well in Nigeria are finally realizing that it's really not silver and gold as it is. You have said it well. The country, the people are creative. They are so hardworking. But at the end of the day, where is the way forward? There are so many things that always set the country backward. If you see how the people hustle, if you see how the Nigerians themselves hustle, but when you get to Nigeria itself, you will be shocked. Yes, you heard from our brother how he learned a lot of things from Nigerians. But in all, you seen the recent video pumping and pumping talking about the government, they are using the government to suppress us. You see him saying that he's even afraid to share about some of the things, the negative aspect of Nigerians, and which is true. That is to tell you that Nigerians, all those wise, they don't like to when you talk bad about their country. They don't like where you share the, and those things they know very well that those things that you're saying is truth. Is actually the things that is going in the on in the country, but they don't like you talking about it. But I'm glad this 30 days challenge has opened up. Now, how many people will they report their page because of the sincere truth? You can actually see the girl that came out crying. Many of them were bashing her, but at the end of the day, what the girl was saying, which is the NYSC girl, is truth. So I think at this point I would say is the Nigerians have finally realized that it's not time for pretense. It's not time to continue marketing. Yes, I know it's good to market your country, but at the same time, when you're marketing your country, portraying it that is good, why all is not good? As in when you go on a floor that you know that is dirty, and then you decide to cover it up, at the end, that dirty will still surface. That is just the honest truth. I think we need to tackle our problem from the roots, not minding what other people have to say. It's better that people continue to say why we tackle the problem from the root and provide solutions to it. Anyways,